Hello, hello. Hello, how's it going? All right, so this stream has been a while coming. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Comptine d'une autre été. Excuse my French. From the movie Amélie, this was a special request from Tairy Hesticles. Oh man, you can see my dirty laundry behind me. Pardon me. Um, Yeah, so, getting ready for winter break. I'm working less, so I'm trying to get a lot of videos up, and, this request from a Patreon user combined with some comments asking about, like, the process for how I do transcriptions, I was like, "Let's just try them both." So this is kind of a twofer, a Patreon request and a live transcription. I spend a lot of time, hours, usually figuring out how things go. Tairy Hesticles. Yeah, Beelzebub in the house. Beelzebub, I appreciate you so much, dude. Thanks for tuning into the premieres and the lives. Uh, really makes a big difference to me, so I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, so we're gonna try it live. I kinda started poking away at this one. Um Gave it a listen through. I didn't quite have everything worked out, but I figured I'd kinda walk through my entire process. I have a band rehearsal that's in, like, an hour and a half, so hopefully I can get through this. It might be a long one. Hopefully, we end up with a nice transcription at the end. Can you hear me all right, bud? Is the volume okay and everything? Just let me know in the chat. Um Okay, and yeah, I'm also a little worried about a copyright strike with this one because I'm just gonna be showing the video and sharing the audio from the video as I listen to the song. I don't know what YouTube's guidelines are on that, so fingers crossed, no strike. We don't want another Dong Henley, you know what I'm talking about? The Eagles gave me my first strike, so hopefully I don't get my second. Alright, so let's go ahead and share the screen. Uh, Screen 2. That's the one. Right, so, on my console so I have the Apollo with Universal Audio. Um, it's pretty good. It took some getting used to. I had the Scarlett before, and I love the Scarlett, but the main thing with UA is that Universal Audio, it's got all these great, plugins that come with it free. So, I wanted to do a little walk through my stack here because people ask about that too. So okay, good to hear bass levels above. Sounds like levels are all good. So, start with an amp modeler. I've just got an Ampeg here. Usually if I'm recording, like actual bass lines, like in a recording session, I would kinda have these flipped where trebles at noon and bass is bumped a little bit. Sometimes I'll put on ultra high, but I've noticed that when I do that in my videos, it turns into like that kinda high sizzle, which kinda gets to me and is a little bit too loud on phone speakers. Getting the sound dialed in for phone is so annoying because I do all my work on my, you know, on my laptop, on my computer, and I have my studio monitors, and it sounds great through those, and I listen through the phone, and I'm like, "It's too quiet," or "The bass is too loud," or "It's, like, too crunchy." So, it's still kind of a work in progress, but this has been working well lately, and then I just started adding this EQ. This one, I have a little bit of a hard time kind of navigating my way around it, but it's essentially a mastering EQ. And it seems like from just kind of A and B testing that this gives me good high end presence. So yeah, I mean, like I'm not I you ask me about chords and harmony and I can talk all day. You ask me about mixing and I'm just like I'm a preset guy. So full and bright, I had just kinda A/B'd a bunch of them, and that was the one that seemed to come through the best. And then this is pretty important, I got the, gentle bass comp. This is a compressor here. I'm realizing more and more from doing live sound how important the, compressors are. And then I just have a light, reverb. This is pure plate. And for some reason, it never saves my settings on this. So, yeah, like right like this. Yeah, so I have a little low cut on it, but I almost always have to, like, kinda redial in the reverb. So the reverb kinda changes from video to video if you haven't noticed. Alright, so that's my setup, and, let's get into this song. Hopefully, it'll share the audio from the song. Nice little 4-chord progression. Pretty simple little theme there. Okay, so I already kinda cheated and found out the 4 chords, and it sounds like we have E minor, and then we have a G, and then a B minor, and then a D major. Now, the the piano is doing, essentially like a 4 voice, um, pattern. Now, when I tried to emulate that on the bass, that was all it was all good and dandy for the E minor. Uh, Something like that. And then, when it switched to the G, I got into a little bit of trouble because naturally I'd wanna do it in, this position, 10th fret, 9th fret, 7th fret, but then I don't have the 4 voices. If I wanted the 4 voice, my options are to do this huge big stretch, which I don't know if I can do, where you have to bar with the middle finger. This is just that's just not happening for me. Maybe above the 12th fret, I could do, but then I don't think I can't if I really I've been thinking about getting a 24 fret bass, but I can't really access this high G. I just wanna do something crazy. But then also I'm not getting the B note in that, so I'm not in love with that. So, since it's a bass arrangement, we only have 4 strings, we have low notes to kind of worry about muddying it up too much. I'm kinda leaning toward, voicing like this, and actually, I already went ahead and tabbed this out. So, this is the voicing I'm going with here. So, we've got this nice just kind of a kind of a 3 voice or 3 string, um, pattern here. So, we have our E minor, G, B minor, and then D. Now, personally, I'm not in love with this one because I'm not getting the F sharp. So this ends up being just like a D5, so I feel like it lacks color, but, if I mix and match, like kind of a 4-string pattern, and then I have this 3-string pattern here, it feels a little empty, but let's try that out, see what that would sound like. That would be like this. Ooh, that's a little tricky for me. Oh, you couldn't hear the song? Maybe that's not the end of the world, honestly. Well, hmm. Couldn't hear the song. Here, can you hear this when I play it? No, that's not even going through the right okay. So you can't hear the song at all? Okay. Okay, if I don't know, with the YouTube copyright strike thing, maybe it being at low volume. This is I'm again trying this out. Thanks for the feedback, Base also, bub. Hopefully we can still get good value out of it. Um, oh, the tabs could hear but low volume. Oh yeah, because those were coming out of my okay. Let's see here. We gotta get this. Why is it not even giving me the option? I love Guitar Pro 7, but it has some funky stuff. Because right now it's only coming through my built-in speakers. Anyway, okay. Well, see if you can bear with me. Okay. Cheers, Bass Hasselhoff. So, I'm kinda opting towards just doing this three-string thing. I'll go ahead and label the chords. I just found out recently that on Guitar Pro 8, there is a way to when you copy the music that it copies the chord name along with it, which is such a time saver because I would always have to do okay, so I can show it right now. If I copy and paste it, it should copy the chord names too. Lovely. Okay. That's such a game changer because the I spend so much time just writing the same chords again, and then for this song, for example, it's the same 4 chords over and over again, so this is gonna be useful. So this ends up sounding like this. Okay. Cool. So now I'll play the song again, and I'm putting it through my speakers instead of just my headphones now, so hopefully we'll be able to hear it a little bit more. Because then there's a theme that comes in. Bring it towards the speaker. Okay. Ooh, now it's probably gonna feedback. Still no sound? Okay, whatever. So, so it sounds like the theme goes like this. No, it would be now I have to listen to it again, see if I can poke along with it. Da-dee-da, da-dee-da. Okay. Okay, so I have to overlay this melody sorry, with the chord progression. So you kinda need 5 hands, 2 basses, a loop pedal to really, really be able to do this. So I have to make some kinda compromises, as we go. So, I'm gonna keep well, you know what? after all that about copying the chord names, we got to start fresh. Ba ba da da. Okay. Now this is the other thing is that I was just like I learned how to play off of tabs so that like I'm pretty slow with this sheet music. But decent rhythm. So let's see if we can get this kind of quick. So I probably and let me just play it first. I'd probably do something like and then the next bass note would be okay. So that's just with the bass notes. I feel like I can add in a little bit of the arpeggio to kind of fill in the space. So what would that be like? That would be something like I'm not in love with that. Let's see. I'm not in love with that either. Maybe just the root note, just to make it easy on myself. That one's really awkward. Like that's really straining on my middle finger and pinky, but I think we'll live. So we've got this. Oh yeah, we gotta set the tempo. Da do da do da do da do da do da do da. We call it 80 for now. Boom da 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 da. Such a nice melody. So we got 8th notes and 16th notes, something like this. And then we can kind of continue to use that note. There we go. Now sometimes I do, if there's like rhythmic similes, I would do something like this. This would be I've gotten quicker at this over the years, but I'm sure there's some people that are just like whizzes on this and really fly through it. Okay, that sounds decent. And then we'll just do another copy for our next phrase, which would be over a B. This 14th fret is our B. And this one goes, what would that be? Maybe I want to keep this. Okay, it's actually closer to this measure, so I'll save myself some trouble. Boop, 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 boop. So that'd be yeah, that's really hard on the third finger. So do I want to do it with the arpeggio with the root note or with the top notes? That's the next question. That's probably better. Yeah. So off the top notes. And then we've got the next one. I'll just use that part. And it's a D. Do 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 do. There we go. Okay, so let's get the chord names on there. We're gonna get used to this. B minor, D, bing, bom, boom. Okay, so we got our second phrase. I'll go ahead and put a double line just to kind of mark that that's kind of the end of that idea. Okay, now if I remember correctly, the next one is pretty tricky because it goes to high notes. I wish you guys could maybe when you're watching the live, you have the song to the side and another tab or something you can follow along. This is something hopefully I can figure out a little bit more. Okay, so it's got this. Um, oh yeah, let me look at the chord progression again. Is that right? I think it goes. No, 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 no. Another listen. Okay, so that's kind of nice. So it's got this E B D B. Now this is where it's get tricky. F sharp B F sharp A. So I'm already playing higher up on the neck, and those notes are supposed to be higher than this. So that first phrase could be really nice, where I could have. Ooh, that's hard. That's the end of my neck. And then I need an F sharp. Okay. And I'm lucky that I have 22 frets. That's a little bit rare, but I don't have a 23rd fret. So my options are either to take it down to octave, and then what, B minor next. But I kind of want to be a little fancy and do those artificial harmonics. I love this technique. I only have it in a few of my videos. I did a little short that kind of broke it down. But essentially, with my left hand, and I'll see if I can pull this off transferring from one section to the other. But with my left hand, I make the same chord shapes I just did. So it'd be, and I just tap 12 frets higher. So that makes it possible for me to play this F sharp. That's past the end of my neck, my fretboard, but I can still get that note. And that seems to suit the song more because those notes should be high. Yeah, and obviously a tricky part with bass, we have low range. But when you have those high notes, that's like it creates an accent. Like it's those are accented notes, they stand out. So the closest thing we can get to kind of soprano notes on bass a lot of times come from the harmonics. Just ask Jocko. Okay, so that would be something like this. And then we just have. Oh, sorry. I did that wrong. I'd have to have. Oh, gosh. I don't know. Maybe I can't pull this off. Can I do that up to speed? So we've got that. I think it's possible. It's because this little section here is kind of like soft enough that I can kind of back out of it and switch into position for this. So let's see if we can tab this out. This would be uh well, it'd be something like this. And then let's make those. Where's my artificial harmonic button? Yeah, octave tonic. Ah, sounds nice in the arrangement. Okay. Now I'm gonna keep, because that was hard to do. So the next one would be, what would I do there? I guess I would just hold that note. And then we've got this. Same thing there. I wish I could play that other note in the middle because that would make it kind of groove a little bit more. But we'll take what we can get. And then this would be, this one I can probably do it on. Is that the right note? I think it is. Yes, it's definitely an arpeggio song waiting to happen. Yeah, and so this is, I think it's gonna have 4 levels. Now, if I can actually perform this, especially even just like today during this stream, is one question, but at least arranging it, and then I can practice it a little bit. Usually the biggest thing I run into it in these, and actually getting a good take, is being able to transfer from section to section. It's kind of like, all right, I can play each individual part, but can I do it all in a row? And especially when it's like longer songs, like Nothing Else Matters is like a 7-minute long song. Stairway to Heaven, don't even get me started. The trick is really anticipating the next section, because I'll be so it's a good like life lesson, you know. I'll be so focused on what I'm doing right at the moment that I'm like, oh, I have to shift to the next one. So it's over the course of a few takes, I kind of have little kind of post-it notes in my mind for like, okay, at this point, start getting ready to shift. I just got up the Sugar Plum Fairy kind of remake. Bass House Above knows that I've been working on that one a while. And there's this one section where it does like, and it's like going from that 3rd fret up to here. I was always late on it. You know, like and I'd be like, oh no, I have to be here, and the beat's already gone. So just good bass practice in general. Like anytime you have those shifts, you want to have that in your mind and really, really be ready for it. So I'm gonna give this a little listen. I'm sorry you guys can't hear this so much. Ooh, it'd be this. So that sounds really cool. Maybe okay, and so since I don't really have these, um, A string notes accessible for the rest of the arrangement, or this section, I mean, I'll just keep that pattern so it's consistent, so it's something like this. Uh. Gosh, that's tricky. I think with some practice, that'd be that's gonna be really cool. Um, for now, it's a little rough, but that's okay. Um, and this is the type of thing, like, there's been arrangements where I'm like, "Oh, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be sick. This is, like, a little clever, cheeky thing." And then I do, like I wish maybe I should take videos of, like, how many takes I actually do of different songs, because it's not rare for me to do, like, 10 or 20 takes. Like, it's a block of time. So, there has been times where I'm like, "Okay, I wanted to do the cool thing, but I just gotta scrap it 'cause I just need something that I can reliably do in a take." Sometimes I will like, if I'm really close to doing something, but I kind of fudge up one part, sometimes I'll just do, like, a punch, and I'll be like, "Okay, I'll clean up that little part in it," but I really I don't wanna ever post things that I can't actually play, because I know that there's a lot of that on the internet where people will, like, fake their videos and kinda like a lot of, like, creators are getting exposed, and it's like, it just creates unrealistic expectations. So, in my earlier videos, I always left all the mistakes and everything in, but I just spent so much time, like I'd be like, "I've been spending months on this song, and I mess up this, like, a different part each time." So, sometimes I will punch. That's a little trade secret. I'm admitting it. There's like, I'll be like, "Okay, I'll just clean this one part up so it doesn't drive me crazy every time I listen to the video." Hey, that's a good idea, Beelzebub, like, really document the process. I just wanna I wanna be totally honest with everything. Because at first I was like, "I know, I really need it to be raw," and I just, like and then I watched, like I mean, Davey 504, Charlie, like, all these, like, amazing, bass channel influencers, they're, like, also whizzes at mixing, and they're what you're seeing is a lot of times it's them actually it's a video of them actually playing, but what you're hearing is not what they were playing that time that it was recorded. Like, there's a lot of tricks where essentially you record yourself doing a take that's decent enough, and then you go and re-record the whole thing. And first of all, that takes more time, and I'm just kinda like, "Nah, I don't wanna do that. I want it to be a little more raw, a little more honest." And I feel like some flubbed notes in there, I'm okay with. Unless it's, like, one thing where I'm like, "Okay, this is my 20th take, and I messed up this one part, and I can't do another take." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll just overdub this one part." And, maybe you could go back and watch the videos, and there might be some spots where you're like, "Hey, his fingers are moving a little bit different," but I try to keep it, really honest to a point. Uh, yeah, every once in a while, I'll do, like, little patches. Okay, so let's move on to the next section. Thanks for letting me get that off my chest. Okay. Alright. It's all fake. We live in a simulation anyway, so, like, why worry about anything being fake? Yeah, I mean, like, I like, my band that I play in is like a funk band. I've been playing in funk bands for like the last 10 years. And I'm a firm believer that like those little mess ups, that's the funk. And like I was a punk rock kid, and like you don't want to listen to punk rock that's like auto tuned, you know? Like so my aesthetic generally, I love old blues, punk rock, funk. You can't fake the funk, you know? Um, so and that's a bar for sure. So it's like, I like that human element. I like the, hearing a little mess up and stuff. I don't like the perfectly fully polished. That's probably something that'll, like, hold me back from ever reaching, like, 100K followers, right? Because a lot of people really, like when you get to that kinda popularity level, people just need everything to be polished, right? But I don't know, do it a little bit different, but I will polish it up from time to time, 'cause just so I don't drive myself crazy. Okay, it's got this cool high note part here. Okay, so what's going on there? 'Cause but I don't know, it sounds like there's a wider spread. I might have to slow this part down. That's what I'm hearing, which is kind of an ugly chord shape. Because again, I don't have the G note. I'm a big thirds guy. I love my color tones, so anytime that I have a chord shape that's just like root and fifth, if possible, I like to add in the third. I'm not sure if that's gonna be possible for this, because it sounds like what's going on is oh, they might do that C lower. Can I do that? I think that's what the piano's doing. Oh, yeah. Wow, that makes it a lot harder for me. So, this is another point where I kinda have the choice of, like, okay, they did they're definitely doing or maybe that's not so bad, but it would be a heck of a lot easier for me to do that C note high. Like, that's much more fluid because I can get this kinda thumb, first finger, middle finger, like, finger picking pattern as opposed to what would it be? Yeah, I'd probably have to just make that an eighth note at the end. Let's see what the next shape is. Um, if it's a G chord, is it yeah, man, that's a lot so much more natural for me. Let's see. Oh, is that another one that's low? I don't know if I can do that A note low. I don't know if that's in the cards. Oh, they totally do. Okay. Wow, what a weird freeze frame. Um, okay, so we've got and then I think it's gotta be that A for that one. Because how would they do? Because that A doesn't sound right. And that's gonna be nice. That sounds really nice because you get that kinda G major 9 thing. Ooh, that's nice. Sounds like the start of a Prince song. And then we've got B minor is the next chord? Hopefully, that's what it is. Oh, ooh, da, da, da. What? Oh, okay. Well, this is making it harder. So it sounds like we've got oh gosh. So this is kind of the executive decision thing. I think I'm gonna make that C in the high octave because not only is that low C, even though it's more true to the track, it being at the 15th fret makes this transition to G just a really awkward fingering. I'll give it another try. Play like a champion, no excuses. That's crazy. It is really pretty though, huh? Okay, I'm gonna just tab that out because I think I found it. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Wow. Okay, so it's a straight 16ths here. Um, I want to see. I try to. Okay, this is more feasible because I was trying to do kind of like a brush with the thumb, but I'll probably just alternate with the thumb, so we get this. Is this the right? Is it 16ths? It's got to be. Boom, bum, bam. Let's give it a shot. And then we've got our G. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. Okay, I like that. And then our B minor is gonna be pretty cool. We just get a closed minor arpeggio shape. That little sneaky G. That was my nickname in high school. Oh, okay. Um, Sneaky G. Stupid. Okay. Uh, that seems to work. Uh, that's kind of an awkward fingering. Can you see that? I guess my screen is small, but you just use moving that first finger up a fret. It's not usually how I do it, but I think for this one it's gonna be that's the only way. It's on the way. So we've got oh, that's it. Oh, why is it 8th notes? Okay, is there something at the end of the G chord? Better. Uh, ooh, that'd be kind of slick. Okay, sorry, I got excited. Okay. I think it would look like this. Okay, so let's just talk about this piano part. Let's do a little like kind of harmonic analysis of it. All right. So obviously it's super arpeggio heavy. Really just playing our 16th note arpeggio. Rhythmically, it's neat because you have a pattern of 3 16th notes. So you have this whole kind of I just love threes. Like triplets, or in this case, like groups of 3/16. It just it's a cool sound. So you've got this 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. Since it's the 16th note, right? Or an 8th note. So essentially you have 12 16th notes, and then you have these last 2 16th notes and an 8th note, which is equivalent to 2 16th notes. So that's how you get your measure of 16. And I just love that 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. It's such a cool way to divide up 4 beats, you know? Just dividing long form, dividing fours into groups of 3, and then kind of meeting back up at 16. I am a total sucker when you keep it going. So you get this 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Like that's peak, and I feel like everyone's scared to do it. It's like commit to the threes. Anyway, the main thing I want to talk about are these 8th notes at the end of every measure. Because just that simple single note is what takes this from just a piano player playing arpeggios to like music, to a melody. Just that single note. And this is something that we on bass, like, this kind of separates the men from the boys, if that's not too sexist. The theys from the thems. No, sorry. It separates, kind of like the amateur from the pros. Let's say that. That's a lot better expression. So, uh, like connecting the chords, connecting the notes, right? So we as bassists, like if I was playing a bass line to this, right? And I'm just playing E. That's that's fine. That's a good baseline. But if I just add a single note connecting those, and it's setting it up for it because it moves by thirds each time. So there's a transition note in between. All right. So, um, I just wanted to give a little melodic shout out to these shout out transition notes, because it's it's the name of the game. It's like, yeah, that's the pro move, okay? And that's what really kinda makes this part for me. Um, okay. Yeah, and we wanna honor that in the arrangement. I think I could do that. Ah, oh, that's kinda slick. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Bass House Bub. You're the best. Appreciate you, man. Okay. I'm gonna go section by section. I won't be able to play it in time. Not for this tune. It's a little too it's like it's simple in the way that it's 4 chords the whole time, but, we're doing the bass is not a piano, so there's some tricky parts. I might end up refining the arrangement a little bit, but that's a general idea of how I live arrange things, and I wanted to walk through the kind of thought process a little bit. So it sounds like we've got should I put the temp? No, I'm not gonna put the metronome on. I'm just gonna do my best. Oh gosh, this part. Ah, okay. I should have practiced this part more before I started from the beginning. I'm sorry. Let's try that again. Oh man, it's gonna take me a while to get that part down. Let's give it another run. And then I gotta go right into the next part. Oh man, so yeah, okay, it's gonna take me a while to practice this bit, but let's try it out. Oh gosh. Okay, let's slow down. So let's slow it down. Let's get this part good. Sorry. Sorry. Ah. What was that chord? G. Okay, so some good stuff. I will. Sorry for the jump scare. If you're vibing to that music real quick. Um, I guess I'll just say it is Amélie. So I'll get the I'll probably get the tab up on Patreon. Hope I got a head of rehearsal right now. So I get the tab up on Patreon as soon as I can, and I'll chip away at this. I want to get some more holiday music out there. Um, my God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen arrangement was done on the bass uke. I think I might just re-upload that on the electric bass. It's a really hard arrangement. Well, I remember it being hard. I haven't played it in years. Um, and then I had Carol Bells is good. I think I did Oh Holy Night. Um, I wanna do the song. What's the one? Fall on your knees and hear the angel voices. Oh, night. Sorry, my voice. Oh, divine. Oh, night. Da, 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 da. I really like that tune. I feel like that part where it goes minor there is fire. So, if you wanna hear a specific holiday song, let me know. I might do another live next week where I just kinda play through holiday songs. Maybe I'll even live arrange them. Um, I'll see if I can figure out the streaming stuff. Man, I got Streamlabs, and it's like it's just so made for gaming. I don't know how people do it with the live stream. I need someone to coach me on that. So, if you know about, live streams and you do it and you wanna give me a hand, help me out, I'd pay you. Happy holidays. Okay. Uh, Thanks for checking into the channel. If anybody watches this, I hope you enjoy it. Thanks, Tairy Hesticles, for the request.